I can't. I can't believe that part of me, a small part of me rather, thought this was a joke. But you know, I knew better. Of course I did. Or a misunderstanding at the least. But apparently it's not. Breaking news. PlayStation just updated terms of service, and you are no longer allowed to resell your physical media. This means that you no longer own your PlayStation physical media. You license it. Crazy. Readers added context. This is in the TOS since 2013 and does not apply directly as suggested by at the time of tweet. President of CIE. What the hell the fuck? Wait, what? Software usage. What does this mean here? This is in the terms of service since 2013. Does not apply directly as suggested by at the time of this tweet. President of Sony Entertainment. So, what does SIE stand for? I don't understand it. What, it's a misunderstanding? Is this what they're saying? This man got 385 reposts, 200 quotes, 1,858 likes, and 255 bookmarks. Holy fucking shit. I wonder how long this has been up. This has been up for a couple of hours now. No, it hasn't been up. It hasn't even been up for 2 hours. And look at all that. Wow. Software usage, us as well. See, it says here, resale. You must not resell either disc-based games or digital games unless expressly authorized by us and if the publisher is another company, additionally by the publisher. Look, I thought that you could resell shit, period. You got to get authorization from the publisher. Like I said, how do they know you resold it? And now the U.S. link is broken. I wonder why. Error 404. Looks like you're lost. That page doesn't exist. Before we send Astrobot on a rescue mission, check the URL or head back to the PlayStation.com. PlayStation.com to get your bearings. Someone needs to tell eBay. Yeah. I was thinking about these eBay and Amazon, these sellers here selling on these used games and new games and stuff like that. We'll need to will need to report them. I got an eBay notification my damn self. Had nothing to do with me once again. Let's move on. The games I bought at GameStop I sell at flea market when I am not done playing it. When I'm done playing it, they're on my property. They supposed to be. But if your lights cut out, you can't play the game. So basically, you renting a motherfucker because you paying a light bill unless somebody's paying a light bill for you. So you don't really own physical media in the first place. So, Lamau, what are they going to do? Send the Sony police to my house? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what they go, but they have a right to, but they have the right to lock you out of your physical games, though. The response was right, and how would they implement that? Haha, watch me, Sony. This person says the only thing they get out of it is that Sony and game companies are going to lose money and customers. They are. They definitely lose money and customers. Somebody says, like that matters. Sony really gonna knock on your door and say, hey, we noticed you sold your games to someone. Here's your fine. Lamau. Wake up, folks. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. What is the penalty? I said this in my previous Screamcatcher vlog as to how will they know if you sold it? Kevin Green says PlayStation is really aiming to be that company that destroys the confidence in the current distribution model, forcing regulators to step in with a slew of new regulations and consumer protection laws that screw over the entire industry that was happy to operate on good faith. Does he work for Sony Shuhei? Somebody sent this. He says, looks like he works for Sony. He says, if you are concerned about our new European terms of service, we confirm that you are able to sell or share your disc PS4 products, included in EU. Wait a minute! They just said you couldn't resell them. Let me read this shit. Didn't I just read that you couldn't resell your physical discs? Your physical copies? This don't say 2013. I see November 11th. Oh, November 11th, 13. Yeah, that was 2013. 2013 is not today. Tweet versus legal binding terms, so I wonder which one means more. Brock Purdy's house is not what we... Oh, that's a fucking ad. Bro, is that Saul Goodman level cap? Notice he specifically said PS4. It's a 2013 post. The other guy says, this person says, that's a post from 2013. Ha! Even if the post was new, it says PS4, not PS5. So this was a misunderstanding then, right? Then how did this get, how people started talking about this then? You idiots realize that's been in the terms of service since 2013. You idiots. Oh, okay. So we confirm that you are able to sell or share your discs, PS4 products, included in the EU. Because somebody posted something on trying to clear things up. This dude got an error trying to go into it. Yeah, this is number 7 on resales. I didn't even know this was supposed to have been wrong, and even though people have been reselling this since 2013. The fuck are they talking about? You must not resell either disc-based games or digital games unless expressly authorized by the U.S. by us, and if the publisher is another company, additionally by the publisher. My thing is, how do I sell my digital games? I asked that question my last one. Let me read some of this guy's replies here. You won't be able to use websites to sell it, like eBay, etc. Doing it already. Dyer says, I saw someone said it could be to protect themselves from being responsible if anything bad happens to resold products or consoles using resold games. And I kind of agree with this opinion. It's just illegal security. Oh, okay. You 10 minutes after you sold your PS5 game. Ah! Get this fucking GIF here. Police on their way. Uh-oh. They're finna get you. Well, it was a misunderstanding. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how it got. I don't know how this became breaking news, quote unquote. So somebody misunderstood this. They read this and they misunderstood it. Point of view, you just sold your PlayStation game. Look at that. Send the FBI to your house and shit. What the fuck? Zachary says, is this the resurgence of GameStop? Only place you can physically sell games. Ha ha. Mike says, no, just brick your PS5, making it nothing but a paperweight. Odie Lou. Ah! That fucking GIF. What the fuck? Andrew says they can't. What they are doing is unlawful. If they sue you, would win big in court. It was physical game. Yeah, you bought the copy, you should be able to sell it. But like I said, I'm telling you, what I said in my last video still stands, man. They will love it if you couldn't resell your game because they ain't getting no money out of it. They will love it, man. And in reality, they are, because if the person who bought the game, they bought the game, of course they ain't getting the money because the game was sold to them. But if they get the DLC from that game, the publishers are getting their money of the person that bought it. It may not be as much as the game, depending on the price of the DLC. But I'm just saying, they still getting money out of it if the person buys DLC that bought it. Another point I wanted to make was that, damn, I lost my thought. Shit. my fucking brain. Is that there are some DLC like season passes. Like, for example, that came with the Street Fighter 5 game. It was a season pass that once it was used, the person, if you sold the game, the person can't use that code, at expiration dates and shit like that. A lot of people saying that's just a way for you to buy the game new instead of used. I can believe that, you know what I'm saying? Because they already doing that. These codes and shit that comes with the new copy of the game. Unless you end up getting a used copy and that code hasn't been redeemed. That's happened to me a few times already. I happen to have a used copy of a game and the code wasn't redeemed in it. But yeah, so it's a gamble. It's a fucking gamble. I wouldn't even recommend buying a used game. Like if you're gonna buy a game used, make sure they don't have a digital code in there. I'm just trying to save y'all money, man. Right, and how will they implement that? Right, that was my question. Malenko says software update that enables Activision features. Do the discs have unique serial numbers? Same thing we ripped Xbox for with the Xbox One. The same thing we ripped Xbox for with the Xbox One. Yeah, but what you mean, always online shit? And they quickly changed their mind because people were pissed off? Yeah, that was crazy when Xbox One came out. About that online shit. That shit was fun. It was funny at the same time. I was like, what the fuck? That's bad enough that fucking Microsoft, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. That's bad enough that Microsoft still required to use fucking batteries for their controllers. It's like, what the fuck? What are y'all smoking? You know? That was fucking insane. It's like, why? How could fanboys defend that shit? I wouldn't say it was an argument, it was a debate about somebody who was passive about owning a controller you have to fucking recharge the batteries and buy batteries for versus someone who is saying that's a stupid idea. That shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. That's what I hated about the 360. When I first bought a 360, I had no idea about the controller needed batteries. I was fucking pissed about it. I said, I like the controller and all, but why the fuck do I need batteries to use my fucking controller? Imagine how happy I was when I went to GameStop and I saw Xbox controllers that they were selling that had the cord with it. So I was happy. But yeah, that's stupid that when the Xbox worked. I think the Series X is like that too. I hope not that you have to fucking use batteries for the goddamn controllers. Fletcher says, would be tough to implement with the disc already out there. They would have to redesign the disc security. Malenko says, yeah, but what if the discs already have unique serials? Fletcher says, hoping they don't make this route. Hoping they don't take this route for real. It seems super dumb. I'm glad Microsoft decided not to do it either, to do it earlier. Malenko says, yeah, like I'm an Xbox guy. My kid's a PlayStation guy. He buys and sells his games often, so it doesn't touch my wallet. Lol, this would suck. I'm glad that this is not, it was a misunderstanding in terms of service. It happens. You know, I'm happy that it's not a thing, but make no mistake, man. You can't put nothing past these motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, because shit, it's crazy because they already talk because Microsoft's next console or updated version of their current console is gonna be discless. So because they already pushing all digital media at us as it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're already pushing this because soon all games gonna be digital, at least all new ones. And the console is going to be digital only. That means they're going to be diskless. So that's around the corner. That's fucking crazy, man. That you don't have a choice. Whether you want to buy physical games or digital games and shit. That's bad enough that all games that come on console, which is digitally, don't have a physical counterpart to them. That's bad enough. Cause you find a game on fucking consoles such as Persona Golden and Persona Portable re-released. There's no physical copies of those games. That's fucked up. And you got Alan Woke, which I'm not gonna fucking touch, but I'm just saying that game is only released digitally. That's fucked up. So with the Alan Woke 2 release, that just shows you they're gonna release more games digital only that are like AAA and shit. Fletcher says it will be across all platforms soon, as they will be ditching the disk drive. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I didn't even see this comment until now. Yeah, they're going to be ditching that disk drive. Let me like that. I like that comment. Because he is so right. Okay, Bluspox Crow. Fuck, I'm gonna call him Crow. I'm gonna call him Cole. Fuck him. Hard ass fucking name. He says, I believe most people are misinterpreting a clause that's been in the software license agreement since at least 2017, 2013. It doesn't say you can't sell the physical media. Only you can't sell the software installed off the physical media by copying it to a USB or burning to DVD. Okay. Let me see. You got TS2 comments. Ben says, there are people on here stating it has been years that terms of service has stated you cannot copy and resell the software. I agree to that end. And that is piracy. If that is all that this means, then they need to clarify this. This is becoming a huge PR problem. Ben says that clause he read states you must not sell disc-based games. This is very broad, and I have a feeling it was meant to be. I totally agree that for years it has been you cannot copy the software into a disc and then resell it. But this is an all-encompassing statement. This fucking ad. Were they electrocuting people? What the fuck? Oh, silly shit. Anyways, let's get some more replies. Yeah, I'm pretty much this vlog is pretty much over now. I'm just reading more replies. And Palmbot says a PlayStation representative kicks down your door and beats the living shit out of you. Yep, that's what's going to happen if you sell your physical games. Henry Quinn says by not letting another account use the disc. Yeah, but that article I read in my last vlog made this shit seem real like a motherfucker because the way he was wording it and things he was saying. What's it? Haha, watch me, Sony. I'm going to see what replies he got. Jonah says, relax. They've had the same term TOS since 1994. Y'all know y'all history. Mike says, don't be surprised if you wake up and your PS5 is bricked one day from Sony. I won't be surprised. That's for damn sure. Yeah, this guy says Sony and some companies are going to lose money. Yeah, they lose a lot of money. Like I said, I told you how it works earlier. I repeat myself. I don't mind. They'll lose money. I'm saying that they'll lose money in a way like if I bought the game from somebody, of course, they're not going to get my money. But if I buy the DLC, they get my money. You know what I'm saying? And add that up from 2 million, 3 million, 3 billion, 3.5 billion people that bought the game used. All that money they're going to miss out. So Eric says, no, they aren't. People will still flock to get PS 6.73 and the newest games. People scream and cry about consumer rights, but when it comes down to not getting the newest, best, and most talked about thing, they will put their tail between their legs and ditch the money. Yeah, that's people for you. Yeah, they gonna still, yeah, they complain, but they still buy into it. Yeah, he's right. He's basically right. We like this one. Because if I don't like something, goddamn, you ain't getting a dime out of me. Just like developers of Alan Woke too, they ain't getting shit out of me. It's like, come on, man. Jocelyn says, they are the worst when it comes to protect customers' interests. Yeah, I still stand by Sony being anti-consumer. They're anti-consumer like a motherfucker. I still stand by that. So this misunderstanding does not make me feel any different about Sony. Because this shit is believable considering how they are. Like, this was like a real thing. Like, this really was going to happen. You can't blame people for believing this shit. That's why it's important to do your research, look into it. Don't take things at face value. Just look into the shit. Because someone was telling me to read these X posts. And I'm glad I'm able to share it with you guys. And let you guys know this is bullshit. It was a misunderstanding with the TOS. Igor says, no, that would be Microsoft who wants to sell you always online console with Kinect that wasn't even needed. Yeah, they wanted to go to... One person actually had the fucking gall to say the Xbox was joking. I don't believe that shit for a second. It's just some fucking fanboy that likes to up the ass by Microsoft that said that. Nah, man. They wasn't joking for shit. They changed their mind. People got fucking pissed. Just a guy who loves video games says, like that matters. Sony really gonna knock on your door and say, hey, we noticed you sold your games to someone. Here's your fine. Lamau! Wake up, folks. I read this before. Erman says, like they wouldn't send Sony PlayStation police, but they could easily ban the console or do a system serial check and lock the new console with a used disc and maybe ask to pay a fee to unlock the disc on a new system. Like I said, people are like joking around with this shit, but don't put it past these motherfuckers to do this shit, man. I hope it never happens, but I'm just saying. Man. Lido says, nah, dude. They can lock the game's key to a singular console, forcing it to never work on another console aside from the original user, unless you're selling like GameStop, who can bypass the key because Sony lets them to resell games because that's what they do. Yeah, man. Have you ever heard of the the D battery? I think it's called D battery. Well, it's inside the PS3 and the PS4. I'm pretty sure it's on the PS5 as well. Anyways, there's a mechanic object that's in the consoles that will allow you to play physical games. It's called the D battery. And once that motherfucker burns out or whatever the fuck, you cannot no longer play your physical games on it. But don't be alarmed. Let me finish. Don't be alarmed. Take a breather. These batteries can last up to 10 years. So by that time, you be done with your console, or heaven forbid, your console will fucking burn out another way. So, yeah. So they have a long life cycle, so you don't got to worry about. I just thought I'd mention that. So, Xbox Master Race says, Xbox fanboy. Sound like one, doesn't it? They can ban consoles that run discs on different accounts of different consoles. Yeah, they can. All they have to do is add a key to each new disc to identify uses of a disc. No one has to knock. No one has to do anything, really. It could be automatic ban process. Yep. Henry says no, but through the will make the disc not work for the person that bought it used, making the used market defunct. Yeah, that's the word. The used market will be defunct for sure if they implemented this. And the mom and pop places and shit, I barely understood what the fuck he just wrote or just posted. Some people, they just don't know how to type at all. Woody says, if you don't use a VPN internet providers can ban you because they have the ability to see if you're pirating software. Same logic applies here. Use a physical disc on one console, it registers to it. Try to use it on another console and they'll be able to see. I mean, they're pretty much saying it's not far-fetched that they can do something like this. Like ban you from using a physical disc. I mean, like I said, I've been saying it. This is not far-fetched, though. Kevin says PlayStation is really aiming to be the company that destroys the confidence in the current distribution model, forcing regulators to step in with a slew of new regulations and consumer protection laws that screw over the entire industry that was happy to operate on good faith. Let me see what his reply is. Slither says, you do know that every single company has this in their terms of service, right? Clowns. All of you. Laughing emoji. Easy with the name calling. I have fragile feelings. So this is the post here from Shuhei Yoshida back in November 2013 on the 11th of November. But you can sell your games, basically. So yeah, this is it for me, man. I'm not gonna read no more of this. Can't stop us. Yeah, just gif of this baby here. Whoa. Some funny gifs. So yeah, it's nothing to worry about. This is a misunderstanding with Sony's ass. And yeah, so that's it for this video with me. And I hope you guys have a good one. And with that being said, this is why Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.